Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to online classes and have a pleasant morning to all of you. Now, I, Ajay Kumar, your English teacher, is going to teach you the remained part of Glimpses from the Past. This chapter we have read yesterday and we are continuing it today also. Do you recall that what had you read yesterday, right? So we have read about the martyrs, we have read about the British company conquest, and we have read about how influential the religious leaders were that time. Then we have read about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, right? He was a very learned man from Bengal, and he understood what was wrong with the country. So he suggested only the education could be the better idea to get the freedom, right? We have read how the martyrs were also glorified with the songs, and they were encouraged. British rule we have read from when it started oppressing the people and all that. We have also read about how the religious leaders were misguiding us, and how the people were fighting with each other. Now today we are going to read the next topic, sequence in this part of freedom fight, right? And that is operation. Now what is called operation? Operation means it's a struggle against oppression. Now you can call it in Hindi, it is called Daman, Utpidan, or you can say fight against Atyachar, right? So this is what the oppressed people fought against the British ruler, because the cruelty was increasing day by day. When British ruler thought and understood that these Indians are fighting with each other, let us divide them and rule them for a long time, for a long period, right? So the duration for the operation was started in 1765, and it continued till we got the freedom. So the main thing which we saw, the peak of operation was 1765 to till 1835. Now let us read the pictorial things. And this it says that, but the British continued to oppress Indians. In 1818, they had passed a regulation 3. Under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. All the time, British officers in India drew big salaries and also made fortunes in private business. By 1829, Britain was exporting British goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. Now we can see here the Governor General Bentinck reported back home the British prospered on the company's loot while Indian industries began to die. Then, after Governor General Bentinck was called off by London Britishers back to the home, the bone of cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India. Now you can see these all things were happening that time. So let me explain you, when the people started getting oppressed, and the most worst part of this was a regulation that was an act, a law which was passed by the Britishers, right? Now they passed this regulation 3 act, and according to that act, you were people were people of India were oppressed. Now oppressed in what way? Oppressed in a very humanitarian ground. If you have been uh, found guilty, or if you have been nominated for any guilty or if any crime, now you won't be getting any or lawyer for that, and you will be sentenced directly to the jail without any trial in a court. So what does the humanitarian ground says? The humanitarian ground says that whosoever is committing any crime, he must be provided with a support, and he must go under the trial in court. And after proving the guilty or crime there in the court, then after you could be given punishment. But according to Regulation 3 Act, it was not there. It means, like, if somebody is putting allegation on you, if somebody is claiming that you have done something wrong with them, no, then after you will be directly put into the jail instead of going for a trial in the courtroom. So this is how the people got started operations, right? Now, at the same time, many of the British officers in India was drawing large salaries, huge salaries in the term of Indian like employees. They were not getting a much more salary. Instead of that, they were getting oppressed. So this grew the operation size, and this grew the frustration in Indian employees as well. Even the Britishers were also like involved in doing private business. They were just also making more money, and just because of they were from elite class, they thought that they can do anything. And this continued till 1829. Now it began in 1818. The operation began in 1818, and it continued for next 11 years, right? And during that time, it was seen that how Britishers were exporting their goods from the Britain to India every year without duty charges, without taxes. There were no taxes put on imported goods from Britain. So this is how they were looting Indian economy. They were ruining the Indian economy inch by inch. Even they were not supporting Indian industries. So it was thought by the learned person of that time that now Britishers has started operation of Indian, right? And due to that, uh, frustration grew up in the people of India, and you can see how they started getting violent, and they started protesting against the British company. You can see here in this picture, right? Now, when these all things were happening, Indian industries began to die because there were no support from the Britishers to the Indian industries, and especially the cotton industry, especially the low class laborers, especially the farmers. They were levied with huge taxes, right? So when these all operations started, that time Governor General Bentinck had been called by the British rulers from the Britain side to come back to the home, because his rule was not appropriate according to that. And just to satisfy the Indian people, just to satisfy the Indian leaders, or you can say the learned person in India, Britishers took a decision, and in that decision, William Bentinck was called off by Britain back to the home. Now you can see how the situation of Indian cotton weavers, failed. Due to that, they just went into a starvation situation. भुखमरी की स्थिति में वो लोग चले गए थे, just because they were oppressed, and they were also asked to pay the heavy charges, heavy taxes, and on that. Now, next in sequence is dissatisfaction. So it is obviously when operation will be done, जब अत्याचार होगा तो असंतोष बढ़ेगा. That is called dissatisfaction. When somebody will oppress you continuously, then you will be dissatisfied, right? So dissatisfaction started growing up during 1835 to 1856, right? This was the time period when the dissatisfaction grew up in Indian people. uh, it was from every sector, from the educated Indian to the local and common people of the India, from the king to the in subjects, राजा हो या प्रजा हो, सबके अंदर अब असंतोष जो है बढ़ने लगा था. Now education in India was in Persian and Sanskrit. In 1835, an Englishman named Macaulay suggested a change. We should teach the native through the English language. I agree. English education produced clerks to whom the British gave pretty jobs under them. Identically, it also produces a new generation of intellectuals. We must educate our brothers and try to improve their material conditions. For what we must convey our grievances to British Parliament. By 1856, the British had conquered the whole India. As you can see here in the map. Earlier, pink line was only this side, Kerala and Tamil Nadu side. Now this has been spreaded all over India. So the yellow mark has been given for the Indian kingdom, those kings who were ruling those part, and the pink one was operated by British rulers, right? Those were the British areas. They cared little about the needs of Indians. Our kings have become puppets, and we have lost our old jobs and lands. They are converting our brothers. You only talk, do something to drive them out. Now this is a meeting. In this picture you can see how the people are holding a meeting to fight against the Britishers. How the people are saying that the king has now turned into the puppets. एक जो उनके हाथ का खिलौना बन जाना होता है, अंग्रेज़ों के हाथ का खिलौना बन गए हैं हमारे जो ये किंग्स हैं, हमारे जो राजा हैं. और हमारी ज़मीन, हमारे लैंड्स भी वो लोग ले रहे हैं. हमारे भाइयों को वो कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं. दे वर ऑल्सो कन्वर्टिंग देयर रिलीजन्स, right? They were converting their minds as well. Now you can see before this, the education in India was in Persian language and in Sanskrit. So this was a major reform, you can say, in term of education. And some of the English main, he was named Macaulay, who suggested a change for Indian education, and he suggested that the natives should be taught in English language, and they should now get prepared. Now they should be taught English so that we can take work from them, and the work was of clerk level, not the officers level, right? So this is how the English became a part of education system in India. And then after the jobs were also given to the people who learned English language, but it was only till clerk level. So the people started talking about those who have learned English language that time. They started talking about their brothers getting educated, right? And they have also talked about improving their material conditions, and these all grievances they wanted to convey to the British Parliament, which was sitting there in Britain, in London, right? And during 1856, by the time of 1856, Britishers have covered almostly whole part of India only a few part of the India was left to be covered by them, and these were the parts of you can say of the those kings who have not surrendered them to the British company, to the British rule, right? And in this part, which is marked in with yellow, there this type of frustration was growing up. You can see here people are talking, right? Now next, the sparks. So when the dissatisfaction grew up, now it was the time for sparks. Now चिंगारी भड़क चुका था, अब उसको हवा देने की ज़रूरत थी, उसको फैलाने की ज़रूरत थी, राइट? सो द स्पार्क grew up in 1855 to 1857, right? Taxes continued to ruin the peasants. Peasants means the farmer who was doing farming that time. In Bengal, the Santals, who had lost their lands under new land rules, became desperate. In 1855, they rose in a rebellion and massacred Europeans and their supporters alike. You can see, जब टैक्सेस भारतीय किसानों को बिल्कुल तबाह कर रहा था, बर्बाद कर रहा था, उस टाइम बंगाल में और ख़ास करके संथाल परगना जो एक जगह है, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोगों को नए कानून के हिसाब से उनकी ज़मीन ले ली गई थी और उसके कारण वो डेस्परेट हो गए थे। उसके कारण वो बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब कह सकते हैं कि परेशान हो गए थे। एंड आफ्टर दैट दे बिकेम अ रिवेलियन, वो उन्होंने विद्रोह करना शुरू कर दिया था। एंड देन आफ्टर दे मसाकर्ड, बहुत सारे यूरोपियंस लाइक ब्रिटिशर्स को मारा उन्होंने, फिर डच को मारा उन्होंने, और बहुत सारे ऐसे कंट्रीज़ के जो लोग थे उनको उन्होंने मारना शुरू किया। पोलैंड के लोग थे, सो दिस ऑल आर कॉल्ड यूरोपियंस। और उनके जितने भी सपोर्टर थे, चाहे वो इंडियन हो, उनको भी उन्होंने मारना शुरू किया, उनका मसाकर, उनका नरसंहार करना शुरू किया। मसाकर मीन्स नरसंहार। नाउ you can see here in the picture how people started killing and burning many Europeans. Now discontent was brewing in the East India Company's army too. The white soldier get huge pay mentions to live-in servants, while we get a pittance and slow promotions. The Angrez asks us to cross the sea, which is against our religion, who is the topi wala, to abolish our age-old customs. We must drive out the Angrez. Sepoy Mangal Pandey attacked the adjutant of his regiment and was executed. Thousands of other sepoy revolted. They were stripped of their uniforms. Few Englishmen had cared to understand Indian customs or the people's mind. Oh, proud Brahmin soldiers, do you know that the grease on the bullet you have to bite is made from the fat of cows and pigs? What? The white man has deceived us too. Soon chapatis were sent from village to village to tell the people that their emperor would not want their services. Yes, all my village men will be ready. Similarly, lotus flower circulated among Indian soldiers. Death to the foreigner. The masses gave all help and shelter to the patriots. Now in this in this picture you can see how the farmer peasants became rebellion. Then after, even the soldiers who were working under Britishers, जो ब्रिटिशर्स के अंदर में काम कर रहे थे, उनके अंदर भी फ्रस्ट्रेशन ग्रीव अप होने लगा। क्योंकि अंग्रेज़ों को ज़्यादा सैलरी मिलती थी, जल्दी प्रमोशन मिलता था, एंड इंडियन सोल्जर्स को दे वर गेटिंग लो पेमेंट एंड स्लो प्रमोशन। इनको धीरे धीरे प्रमोशन दिया जाता था और सैलरी भी कम दी जाती थी। इसके अलावा इनके दिमाग में ये भी था कि इन लोगों को दूसरे देश ले जाया जाता, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इनका रिलीजन जो है धर्म जो है भ्रष्ट हो जाता है, राइट। तो इन लोगों ने सोचा कि अब हम इन अंग्रेज़ों को अपने देश से बाहर कर देते हैं, और उसी के कारण जो है मंगल पांडे ने अपने एक एडजटेंट को, एडजटेंट वाज द पोस्ट इन ब्रिटिश आर्मी, तो उसको जो है उसका कत्ल कर दिया, उसका मर्डर कर दिया, और उसके बाद जो है मंगल पांडे को मौत की सज़ा दी गई, एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया गया। एग्जीक्यूट करना मतलब मौत की सज़ा मिलना। उसके बाद जब मंगल पांडे की मृत्यु हो गई तो एक बहुत बड़ा जो वर्ग है सिपाही का, सिपाही लोग का, उन्होंने विद्रोह कर दिया, और उन सारे लोगों का यूनिफॉर्म जो है ले लिया गया, स्ट्रिप्ड ऑफ देयर यूनिफॉर्म्स, मतलब उनसे पुलिस का जो है ड्रेस ले लिया गया। नाउ कुछ अंग्रेज लोग जो थे, इंग्लिश मैन जो थे, दे अंडरस्टूड द इंडियन कस्टम एंड पीपल्स माइंड, उनको ये समझ में आ गया था कि इन लोगों के ऊपर रूल करना, तो इनसे थोड़ा सा मिल करके जो है बात करके और समझा करके इनसे काम लेना होगा। And on other side, somebody was there who was provoking the Indian soldiers, Brahmin soldiers also. They were saying कि जो बुलेट्स आप यूज़ करते हैं उस पर जो फैट लगा रहता है ग्रीस का, वो काऊ और पिग का बना होता है, काऊ और पिग के फैट का होता है बना। तो इसके कारण से उन्होंने भी इस बात का विद्रोह किया, और उन्होंने बोला कि अंग्रेज़ों ने उनको धोखा दिया, एंड दे मस्ट लाइक रिवोल्ट अगेंस्ट ब्रिटिश आर्मी। फिर उसके बाद लोगों के बीच में जो है चपातीस भेजे जाने लगे गाँव के अंदर में, और लोगों को ये बताया जाने लगा दैट देयर एम्परर वुड वांट देयर सर्विसेज, और उनको ये मैसेज, एक्चुअली दिस वाज अ सिग्नल, एक मैसेज था लोगों के बीच में कि राजा जो है अब उन राजा को उनकी ज़रूरत है, बिकॉज द किंग वांटेड टू फाइट अगेंस्ट द एम्परर, राइट। और इस तरीके से लोग एक दूसरे से जुड़ने लगे, बिकॉज दैट टाइम द मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन वाज नॉट सो लाइक टेक्नोलॉजिकली वेरी फास्ट और टेक्नोलॉजिकली वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन कैसे होता, तो लोग अलग अलग तरीका उन्होंने अपनाया। उसी तरीके से उन्होंने लोटस फ्लावर सर्कुलेट किया सारे इंडियन सोल्जर्स के बीच में, और इसका मतलब ये था कि डेथ टू द फॉरेनर्स, जितने भी विदेशी हैं उनको मारा जाना चाहिए। और इस तरीके से जो है लोग भी आगे, लोकल लोग आगे आकर के पैट्रियट्स जो थे उनको शेल्टर, उनको छिपने का जगह देना, उनको अपने घर में छिपाना, इस तरीके का काम उन लोगों ने स्टार्ट कर दिया था। दे वर सपोर्टिंग। नाउ नेक्स्ट पेज, द रिवोल्ट टुक प्लेस। अब विद्रोह जो है, चिंगारी पहले फैल चुका था, अब विद्रोह जो है शुरू हो चुका था। देन देयर वाज अ वायलेंट आउटब्रेक एट मेरठ। जब मंगल पांडे को एग्जीक्यूट किया गया मेरठ में, तो मेरठ में जो है वायलेंट, बिल्कुल एक विनाशकारी जो विद्रोह है वो शुरू हो गया। यू कैन सी हाउ द इंडियन सोल्जर्स स्टार्टेड किलिंग द ब्रिटिश सिपाहीज, जो ब्रिटिश कांस्टेबल्स जो थे, जो उनको मारना शुरू कर दिया। और उसके साथ ही जो सिपाही मेरठ में जो पोस्टेड थे, सारे के सारे लोग दिल्ली की तरफ कूच कर दिया, दिल्ली की तरफ वो लोग बढ़ने लगे। लॉन्ग लिव आर एम्परर बहादुर शाह। दैट टाइम बहादुर शाह जफर जो थे दिल्ली में बादशाह थे वहाँ के, और वहाँ पे उनके ही नेतृत्व में जो है सिपाही लोग जो है, जितने भी सिपाही थे, उन्होंने अंग्रेज़ों के ख़िलाफ़ में विद्रोह कर दिया गया, और सब लोगों ने एक सुर में उनका सपोर्ट किया। द रिविलियन स्प्रेड वाइडर। फिर उसके बाद ये जो विद्रोह है वो पूरे देश में फैलता गया। पहले मेरठ से शुरू हुआ, मेरठ से दिल्ली गया, दिल्ली के बाद पूरे भारतवर्ष में ये धीरे धीरे फैलने लगा। मेनी लैंड लॉर्ड्स हैड लॉस्ट देयर लैंड्स बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रिटिश पॉलिसीज एंड दे वर सोर। साथ ही साथ जो बहुत सारे जो भूमिहार लोग थे, जिनके पास भूमि थी, जो राजा थे, जिनके पास बहुत सारी ज़मीनें थी, उनसे उनकी ज़मीनें ले ली गई नई पॉलिसीज़ के अंतर्गत, और इससे वो लोग भी बहुत ज़्यादा दुखी थे और परेशान थे। तो उन लोगों ने भी इस विद्रोह को सपोर्ट करना शुरू कर दिया। द वाइट मैंस रूल मस्ट एंड, एंड उन लोगों ने कहना शुरू कर दिया कि अब अंग्रेज़ों का शासन जो है बिल्कुल ख़त्म होना चाहिए। एंड द लाइक king and the I mean man who was ruling there that part, उन्होंने भी अपनी हामी भरी। यस वी विल हेल्प यू, हम लोग आपकी मदद और आपकी सहायता ज़रूर करेंगे। सो डियर स्टूडेंट, दिस वाज it for today. Now we'll finish this chapter in next class. We'll do the exercises also of this chapter. Now we'll meet in next class. Till then, bye, take care, and have a nice day. Thank you.